Okay, so let me ask you something, Veronica, and our listeners too. Have you ever said, I'm very good in English?
Oh, maybe. I feel like I might have. Is that wrong?
It's one of the most common mistakes we hear. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Welcome, everyone, to English with Adam.
And I'm Veronica. We're so glad you're here. In this episode, we're diving into some, tricky little words, prepositions, specifically the ones even advanced learners sometimes get wrong.
Exactly. So let's start with that first one, good in versus good at. The rule is pretty simple, actually. We use good at when we're talking about a skill or an activity.
Okay, good at a skill, like he's good at playing the guitar or she's good at solving puzzles.
Perfect examples. You're good at this, see? So you would say, I'm good at English, not in English. We usually use in when we're talking more generally about a subject area, but for the skill itself, it's at.
That makes so much sense. So it's about the action, the skill. I'm good at cooking, but maybe I got a good grade in my cooking class. Is that right?
You've got it. That's a great way to think about it. Okay, ready for another common one? This one is about travel. Arrive at versus arrive in.
Ooh, okay, I'm listening. I think I use these interchangeably.
A lot of people do. The key is, well, it's size. You arrive in a large area, like a city or a country. For example, we arrived in London.
A big area.
Right, but you arrive at a specific point or location, like a building. We arrived at the airport, or we arrived at the hotel.
Right. So big place in, small specific place at. I'd say I arrived in Italy, but I arrived at the train station.
Exactly. Once you see the pattern, it clicks, right? It's all about scope.
It really does. Okay, what's next on the list of prepositional pitfalls?
This one is, well, it's a classic. Listen versus listen to. So many learners drop the to. They'll say something like, I love listening music.
Ah, yes, I hear that one sometimes. So it should always be listen to music?
Almost always, yeah. When listen has an object, the thing you are listening to, you need that preposition.
The object. Okay.
Yep. So listen to the radio, listen to a podcast, listen to me.
Is there any time you don't use to?
Good question. Really only when you're using it as a command by itself. Like if I wanted to get your attention, I just say, listen, and then continue. But the moment I add what you should be listening to, the to comes back.
Okay, got it. That's a clear rule. I like that. Do we have time for one more?
Definitely. Let's do depend on. I often hear people say depend of, probably because of how it's said in their native language like Spanish or French.
Oh, interesting. A direct translation trap.
Totally. But in English, it's always depend on. No exceptions. What we do this weekend depends on the weather. My mood depends on how much coffee I've had.
That's very true. Okay, so to recap, it's good at a skill, arrive in a city but at a station, you always listen to something, and you can always depend on.
That's a perfect summary, and hopefully a huge help for all of you listening. We really hope these tips clear things up a bit. And that brings us to the end of another episode.
It went by so fast. If you found this episode useful, please do us a huge favor and hit that like or follow button, and subscribe so you don't miss our next one.
And we'd love to build a community here. So for our question of the day, leave a comment below. Tell us which of these preposition mistakes you used to make. Or maybe there's another one that always trips you up.
Yes, don't be shy. We've all been there. Thanks so much for listening to English with Adam.
We'll talk to you next time. Bye.